institution. It doesn't mean anything today. We live in a mental institution. 'Cause everything's crazy, crazy, crazy. They're doing away with borders. It's a new world. It's a new day. There is a new world order coming to your town. You better get ready. You better get ready. It's a new day. It's a new way. It's a new day. It's a new way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday night, and you are not going to believe what I got for you right here on Revolution Radio. Oh, yes, indeed. Welcome to the Samsel Report, coming to you live from beautiful Clearwater, Florida. The phone line is up. The number to call in, 727-474-1086. That's right, you heard right, 727-474-1086, because I want to hear from you, okay? All right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our government is a cesspool of corruption. Our industrial might is a thing of the past, and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, well, they're being trashed by a treasonous, out of control government that is intent on enslaving the American people. I know, it sounds just like some low budget horror movie, but ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, we live in the twilight zone. Yes, we do. Because the mainstream media is a weapon that is being used to control and dumb down the American people. Even as they are raped financially, their rights and liberties trampled upon, and America destroyed by design. That's right. So think about that. Okay? All right. Now it's time for an important message, especially for you listeners out there. Oh, yes, because this program on Revolution Radio is listener supported. And that means you, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this network, if you like this program, if you like any of the programs, all of the programs on Revolution Radio, then please send us money. We need some money. Oh, yes, we do. We need some money for the station to keep the station going, you know. That's right. So, all we want is whatever you can spare. $5, $10, whatever. If you send us $100, you get 35,000 seeds. Oh, man. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You better believe it. So, please help fund this broadcasting network because, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You need this broadcasting network. Revolution Radio is the voice of truth and freedom that you won't hear anywhere else. So, please help to keep informative, entertaining, fabulously original, innovative, cutting edge, enlightening, mind expanding, and awe inspiring programs just like this one. Okay? The Samsel Report, Revolution Radio. Send us money. Okay? All right. Okay. Here we go. Everybody, I tell you what, um, we all know that this is a very important election, not only because it'll determine the fate of America as we've known it, but because it'll determine to what extent the Trump movement must exert itself in the future. Okay? Now, if say, just say Trump loses, okay, well then, in response, have we only just begun to fight? And if he wins, if he does get in there, can we keep up enough pressure on Washington to defeat the globalist menace and clear the way for American Renaissance? That is the thought for the day, and you heard it first, right here on Revolution Radio. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't take much to look at the headlines and realize that the system, the establishment, has either completely gone mad or they just don't care anymore what the public knows. Okay? Now, they're in a mad dash to institute their agenda. See? Cram it, jam it, ram it down our throats. They got the power. They got the money. They got the influence through the media. They go by no rules, and they are above the law. They operate behind the scenes in stealth and secret. They worship evil and they revel in darkness. They hate the light of day for fear that it might illuminate their depravity. But the thing that they hate most of all is our Lord Jesus Christ. That's why Christianity is under attack all over the world and in so many different ways. That is why the Antichrist Islamists are being flooded into Western Europe and the United States. That is why Saudi Arabia is building mosques all over the EU and the US. It is an attack on the Christian morals and values of our traditionally Western society. Islam is the exact opposite to Christianity. Christianity is loving. Islam is hateful. Christianity is peaceful. Islam is violent. Christianity is white. Islam is black. Islam is satanic. Islam is evil. We got a call. We got a call. Who is this?
Will. A lot of people call me Merle.
Merle. Oh.
Yep.
Well,
And
what?
I voted today.
You voted today. Well, that's good. That's fantastic. I'm proud of you.
I went to the library and I voted for one person. I ignored everybody else. I had, sheets and sheets and sheets of people to vote for. I just voted for one person.
I see. So you just filled in one little black dot, and in other words.
I filled in that dot, man. And I hope I don't have a hanging Chad. I hate it when the Chad hangs.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that that you went out to vote today. Am I too bold? Am I bold enough to inquire as to who you voted for?
I didn't vote for the bitch.
Oh,
So I'm going to let you get off the horn.
oh, okay, all right.
And get back to your program.
Oh, well, thank you very much for calling in.
Carry on. Sally forth.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Don't hang up. Okay, let me hang up. Okay, all right. Well, that was Merle, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all right. Now, where was I? What was I talking about? Islam. Oh, don't get me started on Islam. Do not get me going on Islam. Okay? All right. But I was just thinking, like what if the Antichrist is not a person, but Islam itself? Huh? Huh? Islam, the weapon being used to destroy Christianity. Islam seeks to destroy anything that is not Islamic. Am I right? Am I right? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Let us move on. Ladies and gentlemen, let us continue on. Now, you're not going to believe this. Okay? I didn't believe this when I saw it either. Oh boy. But you're not going to believe this. Okay. All right, here we go. Scientists engineer spinach to detect the bombs. Oh, yes, you heard right. Spinach to detect bombs. All right. The plant can detect landmines and explosives. Okay? All right? Like I said, I didn't believe it either, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All right? Here's the story. Massachusetts Institute of Technology has engineered spinach to be fully capable of finding unexploded landmines and buried munitions. Scientists have injected nanoparticles and carbon nanotubes into the plant. There, the information can be monitored on a handheld device. Oh, yes, you're hearing right. To tell if there are any threats in the area, scientists can wet the plants and shine a laser onto the plant. By doing so, they can tell immediately if there is a problem in the area and then work to disarm the threat. Okay? I swear to God, I'm not making this up, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Strano of MIT stated, "Our paper outlines how one could engineer plants like this to detect virtually anything. The plants could be used for defense applications, but also to monitor public spaces for terrorism-related activities. Such plants could be used to monitor groundwater seepage from buried munitions or waste that contains industrial contamination. Teaching the plants to tell whether or not a chemical threat is nearby would be more convenient than installing cameras and other devices. As plant life is already in all areas where humans live, including crowded urban spaces, the technology could prove to be incredibly convenient. Oh, yes, you heard right. Oh, yes. Uh huh. So in other words, my God, I mean, now I've heard everything. I've heard everything now. Okay? Spinach can now detect explosives. Okay? All right? So what do you do? What do you do? Uh, you plant spinach all around all our military bases. With great big spinach patches all over our military bases. Okay? Or you could sprinkle spinach leaves on the ground and then water it and shine a laser beam on it. See? That's what they said. Am I right? That's how does it work? I don't know. I wonder if spinach leaves can detect explosives, say, in a suitcase. Could the TSA use spinach to detect bombs and explosives among airline travelers? Could spinach replace naked body scanners? Does spinach give you gas? I don't know. These are all questions that I have no answer to. It makes me wonder. No. Okay, all right. Now, scientists say that they could engineer plants to detect virtually anything. Okay, all right. Now, could a plant detect, say, I don't know, gold or silver? Hmm? Could a could a plant detect oil? How about buried pipes or cables? Could could a plant detect medical conditions? Could a plant detect people's thoughts and emotions? Could plants detect a person's political leanings? Could a plant detect people's whereabouts or illegal activities? Could the government use plants to spy on people? We have a caller. Let's go with our caller and see. How you doing?
Yeah, 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 yeah. My name is Popeye.
It's,
I am a sailor man, and I have been smoking spinach for 17 years now, and it has not hurt me at all.
oh, you smoke spinach.
I smoke spinach. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Get out of
Me,
here. This is
me and olive oil, we get along just fine. Bye bye.
oh, oh now 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 now. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. And we were just talking about plants, okay? We were talking about plants and how they're going to use plants to spy on people, okay? All right? That's what we were talking about, using plants to detect landmines. Oh, we were talking about plants spying on people. That's right. Now, don't think they wouldn't if they could. All right? All right? Your rhododendron might reveal that you've cheated on your tax return. Imagine finding out from your rubber plant that your son is gay and your husband's been cheating on you. Okay? All right? I mean, what if the secret government could weaponize plants? Okay? I mean, they weaponize everything else, right? Why could they weaponize plants? All right? Vines that can strangle a man, cactuses that can shoot poison darts, Venus flytraps that can swallow somebody whole. Huh? Huh? Why? Ultimately, they could turn all plant life against the human race. Oh, look out! Look out, they could program armies of plants that look just like human beings, except that when you cut them, they bleed green blood and they devour babies too. And my God, what a horrible nightmare that would be. It sounds crazy, but then again, it wouldn't really surprise me at all. The shadow knows. Okay, all right. Next. Next. You're listening to the Well, hold on a minute. You're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. Where is it? Here it is. The number to call in, 727-474-1086. And I tell you what, have we got headlines? We've got headlines coming out our wazoo here. Oh, yes, indeed. So let us continue on. Chinese billionaire offers to buy all 6 Hollywood movie studios. You heard right. Wang Zhanlin, China's richest man, wants to take over Hollywood's movie companies. All of them. That's right. That's right. I don't know. Can you name all of them? I can't think of all of them. Anyway, all of them. So, therefore, instead of Illuminati Jews showering us with sex, bloodshed, moral depravity, we will continue to have sex, bloodshed, moral depravity, only it'll be Chinese flavored. Okay? All right? Okay? In other words, it'll be sprinkled generously with communist propaganda. Oh, yes, we will be inundated with communist propaganda. Well, hey, look, in this age of multiculturalism, open borders, the Islamization of Western culture, why not invite the commies to the party? Huh? Huh? I mean, look, Hillary Clinton is not only a criminal and an obsessive liar, she's also a traitor as well. And so is Bill. Because both of them were in the White House when the Chinese were given favored nation status in trade relations. Okay? The commie red chinkos were given our foremost technology as well as critical defense intelligence information. And not only that, but a transfusion of American industrial production. Now, to top it all off, we borrowed ourselves into incredible financial debt with China. Nowadays, you take a look around you and see how well that all worked out for America. Okay? All right? You know, the Clintons have been selling us out to the globalist agenda for decades. And so has the Bush family and I mean right on down the line. I mean the Obama deception, right? Right? My God, you stop and think about it. My God, they've been selling us out all the whole time. We've been sold out, ladies and gentlemen. And it's mind boggling when you stop to consider the extent of how badly we've all been screwed by these people. Okay? And they continue to screw us. And we, for the most part, continue to bend over and bare our butts for more. Now, will Hillary Clinton sell us out to the Chinese? Of course she will. There is no doubt in my mind. She has taken millions of dollars from the Chinese government. Why? Why? I mean, what do you think? Because they like her face? No. No, she works for them. She's a freaking Chinese operative. Oh, yes. Why do you think she likes to wear those silk Chinese two-piece suits with the Chairman Mao collars? She flaunts it in your face, right? She's saying, hey, look, I work for the red commie chinkos. Okay? All right? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you what. I tell you what, it's enough to drive a man crazy, isn't it? But hey, look. Hillary will lay down with anyone if the price is right. Okay? She's nothing more than a political whore. Okay? All right? But this is nothing new. They're all nothing more than political prostitutes. The whole bunch of them. That's right. What more can I say? The whole bunch of them. From Daddy Bush to Crooked Hillary. Uh-huh. And that includes George W. Don't forget George W. Hey, and don't forget the homosexual Muslim commie that's presently doing as much damage to this country as he possibly can before he leaves the White House in disgrace. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you heard right. Now, speaking of our gay commie total disappointment in chief, where do you think he and Michael have been hanging out lately? Huh? 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 Not the golf course. No. They're not meeting with Black Lives Matter. No. No. They are both on the campaign trail for Hillary Clinton. That's where they are. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. They're making commercials. They're making advertisements. Okay? They're on the radio. They're on television. Okay? All over the internet. They're saying how bad Trump is and how far we've come and why everybody needs to vote in support of their own destruction. Oh, yes. You take it from Barry and the first transsexual. Okay? You need to run right out and vote for Crooked Hillary. Okay? I got to go wash my mouth out with soap now. Okay? Because, boy, oh boy, I tell you what. A vote for Hillary is a vote for globalism. Okay? All right? It's a vote for North American Union. Okay? All right? It's a vote for the TPP. And the TPP will be NAFTA on steroids. Let me tell you something there. Okay? It's a vote for war with Russia. Am I right? It's a vote for the elimination of our Second Amendment. It's a vote for climate change and carbon taxes. Okay? It's a vote for open borders and an escalation of illegal immigration. That's right. You better believe it, baby. It's a vote for the Islamization of our society in the same manner as experienced by the Europeans over there. Okay? And you know what's been going on over there. All right? It's a vote for the same kind of corruption and criminal activity that has brought us to this critical situation. Okay? All right? Are those not reasons enough to vote against Hillary? Is that not enough? I mean, come on now. Come on. Why would anybody in their right mind vote for such an abomination? Huh? Huh? I mean, we've just had 8 years of the abomination of the Obama nation, okay? Which was essentially no leadership at all for 8 years, right? Except whatever to the detriment of this country for 8 years. America has been dragged down in every manner possible. Am I right? 8 years of deception and division and war. No matter what Hillary verbally espouses on the campaign trail, she will turn right around and deliver just the opposite. Okay? With her in the White House, the Obama administration's globalist agenda will be carried on. Okay? The players change, but the agenda continues on. Okay? What we need to do is, throw a spanner in the works, throw a monkey wrench, throw a sledgehammer in the works. Right? Right? That's what Trump is. He's the sledgehammer. Right? Right? We're gonna throw a sledgehammer in the works. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But still, it just keeps getting tougher and tougher on Hillary due to the extent of the criminal activity she's involved herself in. I mean, it's all of her own doing. Now, with less than a week to go until the election, hopefully, enough dirt will come out on her that she'll lose this election to Donald Trump. And that's the best thing that could happen. So there you go. That's the best thing. There you have it. There you go. There you have it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is, hey, what? The election is, it was Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And I voted already. And so did Merle. Merle voted. That's right. And you need to get out there and vote. My God, please, I'm begging you on my hands and knees. Go out there and vote for Donald Trump. Okay? All right. Well, that's my opinion anyway. So take it or leave it. All right. But you're not gonna believe this stuff about Hillary here, though, that I got here. You're not gonna believe this stuff I got here. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. This is a bombshell. It says here, bombshell. New York Police Department blows the whistle on new Hillary emails involving money laundering, sex crimes with children, child exploitation, pay to play, and perjury. Okay? All right. New York Police Department. All right. A federal law enforcement source said of both Bill and Hillary, if they don't cooperate, they're going to see long sentences. They will sentence them. Long sentences. Well, that's what this guy had to say anyway. The New York Police Department detectives and prosecutors working an alleged underage sexting case against former Congressman Anthony Weiner. Hey, Weiner, how you doing, buddy? Well, their investigation against Weiner have turned over a newly found laptop that he shared with his wife, Uma Abedin. Okay, so you got Anthony Weiner and Huma Abedin sharing this laptop computer. And when they went inside that computer and checked out what was in there, the FBI said they got enough evidence to put Hillary Clinton and her crew away for life. That's right. That's what the New York Police Department told the newspapers. And I mean the dinosaur media. Okay. All right. Okay, so check this out. New York Police Department sources said these new emails include evidence linking Clinton herself and her associates to money laundering, and I don't mean in a washer, child exploitation, sex crimes with minors, perjury, pay to play through the Clinton Foundation, obstruction of justice, and other felony crimes. The FBI's decision to reopen the Clinton email investigation and the fact that Abedin and Weiner are seeking immunity deals to testify against her means that there can be just one outcome, which would be guilty as charged. Okay? All right? Now, with all the dirt that's piling up around Bill and Hillary's feet, okay? And there's a lot of dirt coming out on them. Oh, yes. And it's piling up around them, okay? All right? And it's about waist high, right? It's about, wouldn't you think? Huh? Huh? I would say they're in it up to their necks. Huh? They're in it up to their necks. Huh? In fact, it's over their heads. That's right. It's over their heads. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Bill and Hillary. It's over their heads. That's right. The pile. My God. My God, the pile of dirt on top of Bill and Hillary must rival the Great Pyramid. Okay? All right? But, look, even if she wins, even if she steals the election, I think she's going to try to steal the election, is what she's going to do. Uh huh. But even if she wins, her and Bill could wind up in prison. Okay? I mean, even if she wins, a month or two later, she could wind up in Sing Sing. No, I mean, that's where she belongs, right? So, there's some people that say Barry's going to come to her rescue and he's going to pardon her. Okay? I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. But like I said before, nothing really surprises me anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? I mean, it's a free for all out there. I'm telling you, anything can happen. Right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay. All right. Samsel Report. Revolution Radio. Did you know that Revolution Radio is number one, the number one alternative news source on the internet? Right? Did you know? Number one. That's right. That's right. But in order for us to stay there, you're gonna send us a little bit of money, okay? All right. Could you do that? Could you find it in your hearts to dig your hand down into your pocket and pull out a few bucks and invest it in Revolution Radio? Okay. All right. Would you do that? Okay. All right. We're going to continue here. We are continuing on, ladies and gentlemen. Muslim migrants destroy Paris in shock video. Of course, I can't play it. You can't see it. So, America's future under Hillary. Okay? Muslim migrants destroy Paris. This could be America's future under Hillary. Paris turns into a bloodbath as migrants fight on the sidewalks and playgrounds. A turf war between Muslim migrants has erupted in Paris, turning the once beautiful city into a violent ghetto. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you heard right. They're going bananas over there. They're fighting each other in the streets now over there. Oh, yes. Violent groups of migrants are swinging at each other with makeshift bats and other melee weapons in a battle for the most lucrative public areas to set up their makeshift camp. They're fighting over where they're going to put up their tents, baby, all over the streets. Tents. People living all over the street. The situation in Paris is so bad that even the New York Times, which loves unchecked migration, is now reporting on the Muslim tent cities taking over neighborhood streets in Paris. Okay? Many of these migrants aren't even from war zones in Syria. They're largely Africans and Afghans taking advantage of the nearly unlimited welfare Western countries give to illegal immigrants. So they're just cashing in, baby. Right? Right? Oh, my goodness. I tell you, it's enough to give you a headache. You know what I mean? It's enough to give you a headache. It's going ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this could happen soon in America. Oh, yes, it's planned for this to happen soon in America, especially if Hillary Clinton gets in the White House. Look out, okay? The Obama administration has already accepted over 13,000 Muslim migrants in 2016, an increase of 675% from the previous year. Clinton has already endorsed Obama's immigration policies and even promises increasing immigration from Middle Eastern war zones, despite ISIS already admitting that it was taking advantage of the situation to sneak terrorists into the West to launch attacks. Okay? Now, you must imagine this with me now. We're going to take a little, close your eyes, and we're going to leave our bodies, and we're going to fly across the ocean, and we're going to go to France, and we're going to look down the streets of Paris, okay? All right, what's down there? What are you looking at? The streets of Paris are wide streets, because in the center of the street there's this walkway, right? It's got trees and flowers and grass, except that now, once those once picturesque streets are full of tents and furniture and overflowing garbage cans, as well as trash and rubbish, where refugees by the thousands are camped out in their own filth and human waste. Okay? All right. Now, these refugees are fighting amongst themselves over what part of the sidewalk belongs to who. Okay? This is my part of the sidewalk. No, you infidel. You go away. This is my part of the street. I mean, and they're killing each other over there. Right? Right? My God. What part of the sidewalk belongs to who? Tourism is dead. Tourism is non-existent in Paris, France. Okay? Nobody wants to go to Paris, France. My God. I thought we'd go to Paris. No, we cannot go to Paris, France. My goodness, Muslim refugees, they can go to France, right? I don't see no Christian refugees. Where are all where are the Christian refugees now? Where could they be? Could they be purposefully left behind? Could they be purposely left behind at the mercy of fanatical Muslims running around killing them left and right? Huh? My God, I tell you what. Now, the Muslims, see, they move to Paris, France, and they move in and they infest the streets and the neighborhoods. And then they turn the place into Baghdad. Okay? And the people of Paris accept this? They accept it? Huh? The French aren't just sitting back on their duffs and watching this happen. Oh, no. As a result, all hell is breaking loose in Paris. Okay? So, hey, Pierre, how's all that globalist multiculturalism working out for you? Huh? How's it going, baby? Multiculturalism in action. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speechless. My God, I can't believe this stuff. I cannot believe this stuff. All right? But I tell you what, they're all running around like chickens without a head. The Democrats, they're all freaking out. Hillary's freaking out. They don't know what to do. And they're dangerous. When that happens, they become dangerous. And then we have to start worrying about false flag or something like that, which we'll be talking about in the program in the next hour. Okay? But we got all kinds of stuff coming up here. WikiLeaks. Oh, you're not going to believe some of these WikiLeaks. Okay. All right. But we got headlines galore. Headlines galore, ladies and gentlemen. So, what am I doing? I'm just killing time here. I'm waiting for the break. I know the break is coming here. All right. Facial recognition threatens the privacy of all Americans. Okay. All right. So what you want to do is stick around. Well, what you want to do is you want to send some money to Revolution Radio. That's what you want to do. Okay. Second thing you want to do, go out and vote. Okay. Something tells me this is going to be a landslide for Trump. Something tells me that it's going to be like a tsunami.
Radio at freedomslips.com. We'll be right back after this message.
Looking for a nightcap to fill your listening needs? Come join us on Spaced Out Radio with me, Dave Scott, right here on Revolution Radio. Monday through Friday for 3 hours a night, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, we will take you down the supernatural path. From ET contact to the paranormal and all of the spiritual, cryptid, and conspiracy stories in between. You can find us right here on Revolution Radio at spacedoutradio.com, on Twitter at spacedoutradio, and on Facebook at Spaced Out Radio Show. Spaced Out Radio. It's a night of talk and interaction. Are you experienced?
Hello, my name is Mr. Rowe. I am the host of Reality Extraction on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. I utilize logic, intellect, and magic to methodically atomize, vivisect, analyze, examine, study, scrutinize, and extract an essence of reality from a fog of illusion and confusion. You can find me on Studio B every Thursday at 1700 hours Pacific Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. No topic taboo, no subject too strange. I strive to take a neutral standpoint during the dissection of the topic at hand. That's Reality Extraction with Mr. Rowe on Revolution Radio.
Enjoy your extra big-ass fries.
You didn't give me no fries. I got an empty box.
Would you like another? Extra big-ass fries.
I said I didn't get any.
Thank you. Your account has been charged. Your balance is 0. Please come back when you can afford to make a purchase.
No.
I'm sorry you're having
trouble.
Come on.
My kids are starving.
Thank you for tuning in to Revolution Radio. Here at Revolution Radio, we believe in freedom of ideas, freedom of speech, but above all, we believe in freedom of existence through self-reliance. This station is 100% listener-supported, and as a fundraising promotion, I have a kick-ass free gift for a $100 donation. 35,000 seeds. 25 years in the freezer. Long-term storable, 54 different varieties. So if food prices go crazy, the shit hits the fan, or if you just want to save tons of money every year by creating your own food like I do, grab our seed pack special. Just look for the banner on the homepage at freedomslips.com. Don't be a statistic. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. We need, as humans, to start taking care of ourselves and not depending on the megacorps to provide unhealthy, nasty food. Included in this package is also a DVD with 900 survival and off-grid living documents and the offline home canning how to do everything website all on the DVD. So when you're growing all that food, you know how to can it, store it, preserve it, etc. with all these documents. So thank you for tuning in to Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. I hope that you will pick up this package and start learning to be free. Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com, where information never sleeps and freedom is one seed that needs to be planted.
What we do in life, it goes in eternity.
This is Barbara DeLong, host of Nightlight Radio, inviting you to join me on a cosmic journey, exploring a metaphysical montage of spiritual material, covering everything from the mundane to the magical, UFOs to unicorns, and everything in between, including spiritual readings for those who seek enlightenment. Let Nightlight provide you with equal measure of light, love and laughter, insight, wisdom, and inspiration. Monday nights, 10 to 12 p.m. Eastern, right here on Studio B, Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com.
Hang on.
Okay, they're shooting.
Hang on.
Okay, we're here.
Go ahead and shoot me.
Dan! Trying to.
Shoot me. Get on the ground.
Stay down, stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
Shoot me. You have to shoot me.
Damn it. Are they shooting him? Did they shoot him? You assholes. Oh my God! Okay. Stay down.
I
Is he dead? Don't get out. I'm EMT! Stop it.
Are you hit?
No, I'm EMT! Oh, hold on. Don't do anything. No shooting. Don't do anything. The door's shut. Where the hell is the boy? Down.
I can't see.
No! Shut up. Whoa! Shit.
I think they just
Keep down.
killed the boy.
Did they kill him?
None of us know the truth. The offense that was committed, it was committed against you. All of you. So if that makes you angry, do something about it. When Benjamin Franklin left Independence Hall just after the second drafting, he was approached by a woman on the street. The woman said, "Mr. Franklin, what manner of government have you bequeathed us?" And Franklin said, "A republic, madam. If you can keep it. The responsibility of a country is not in the hands of a privileged few. We are strong and we are free from tyranny as long as each one of us remembers his or her duty as a citizen. Whether it's to report a pothole at the top of your street or lies in a State of the Union address, speak out, ask those questions, demand that truth. Democracy is not a free ride, man. I'm here to tell you. But this is where we live. And if we do our job, this is where our children will live. God bless you.
Welcome to the last breaths of liberty in the United States and probably the world. Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com, bringing you the news, the information, and as much truth as we can eke out.
Who are we? Where do we come from? Are you curious about the origins of the human race? Join me, Gavin McCall, and a variety of guests on Ancient Humans, where we decipher world events, explore scientific theories, personal stories, myths, mysteries, and lore about the history of the human race.
The opinions expressed on this radio station, its programs, and its website by the hosts, guests, and call-in listeners or chatters are solely the opinions of the original source who expressed them. They do not necessarily represent the opinions of Revolution Radio and freedomslips.com, its staff, or affiliates. You're listening to Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com, 100% listener-supported radio, and now we return you to your host.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. Number to call in is 727-474-1086. As we continue on with our look at the week's headlines. Oh, hold on a second. We have a caller.
Hello.
Hello, caller.
My name is Mr. Martin.
Mr. Martin.
You may call me Mr.
Okay.
And I just wanted to give you a zombie report.
A zombie report?
A zombie report, yes, indeed. Recently, they had a Democratic convention, and you know how zombies eat brains?
Yeah.
A zombie walked into the convention, turned around, and left.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Talk to you later.
I got it. All right. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Don't hang up.
Don't hang up. What, you're supposed to hang up on me?
Don't hang up. I'll hang up. Okay. All right. There you go. Boy, oh boy. I tell you what. What is it? Me or what? I don't know. Well, let's get on with our headlines here. WikiLeaks Assange says hacked Clinton emails did not come from Russia. Yes, let's get one thing straight here, baby. The hacked emails did not come from Russia. Okay? All right? WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange said Russia is not behind the emails from Hillary Clinton, her State Department staff, allies, and Democrats that WikiLeaks has published. Okay? All right. The Clinton camp has been able to project a neo-McCarthyist hysteria that Russia is responsible for everything. Anyway, that's what Assange told Russia today. Hillary Clinton has stated multiple times falsely that 17 U.S. intelligence agencies had assessed that Russia was the source of our publications. Now, that is false. We can say that the Russian government is not our source. Okay? All right? Well, we already know that the Russians didn't do the hacking. I mean, we know this already, but they'll stick to that story. Right? Russians didn't do it. Of course not. No, the NSA did. That's right. The NSA did. That's right. Because they don't want her in there. Okay? They don't want her in there. Right? This is just another of Hillary's library of lies. This woman's lies could fill volumes. I'm telling you. She's just one great big walking bag of lies, okay? All right? But let's move on. Facial recognition threatens privacy of all Americans. Okay? All right? Government tracking people without oversight. 1 in 2 Americans have their face stored in a database, which may have been done without their knowledge. Oh, yes. Oh, look out. Okay? Since 2002, thousands of Americans who have never been arrested have had their picture in a database thanks to their driver's licenses being submitted. All right? Groups are concerned that this creates a digital lineup of suspects who have never even been in trouble with the law before. Okay? A coalition of over 50 civil liberties groups sent a letter to the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division calling for safeguards to ensure that facial recognition software is being used accurately and fairly. Right? Facial recognition software is being deployed all over the United States. So no matter where you go, all those cameras that are taking your picture are submitting your facial features into a database, and nearly everyone is already in the database. Okay? Not only that, but do you have a cell phone? Do you use a credit card? Well, then you are leaving a trail behind you that can pinpoint where you've been and where you are going and where you are. Okay? All right? Now, don't forget what you're doing as well. Okay? And thanks to the internet, what you think and what groups you belong to and what your emails contain. In other words, personal privacy exists no more. It is a thing of the past. Okay? Now, drones are the latest thing on the agenda to rid us all of our right to privacy. Okay? They're selling them to kids. I've seen commercials. They're selling them to kids in hobby and department stores. Okay? And this is so that they can condition the kids to accept them. All right? Condition them to accept them. They're fun. They're fun to play with. Right? Soon, the skies will be full of them. Okay? And we'll have not only the government or the police, but our own neighbors spying on each other and everything that everybody does. Okay? All right? So, there you have it. I mean, just imagine this. Okay? Imagine with me now momentarily here. Okay? You and some of your friends decide to go fishing. Okay? And you notice a drone flying over your head. And the next thing you know, you're being confronted by a fish and wildlife agent looking to bust you for not having a fishing license. Okay? All right? Let's say that your employer doesn't believe when you called in sick. All right? Okay? You called in sick. Your boss doesn't believe you, right? Right? So the HR office, that's the human resource. We're human resources, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? The HR office sends out a drone to check up on you, make sure you didn't go to the beach instead. Okay? All right? They got pictures of you laying out there on the beach with your girlfriend. Hey, we got you now. Now you need to go to the unemployment office. Right? Am I right? Huh? Okay. Civil liberties groups are crying left and right about the wave of big brotherism and the militarization of police forces. Police state, total surveillance, track and trace, managed society is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. And I do mean upon us, okay? They think they can manage the downfall of America according to their agenda, but people are waking up to it, and the globalist agenda is in turmoil. Oh, yes. Oh, look out. However, would the powers that be use this and other databases in order to start arresting people for their political beliefs and affiliations? You can bet your sweet bippy they would. Oh, yes. In the meanwhile, think about how your rights and personal privacy are becoming a thing of the past. Okay. All right. Okay. We got a call. Let's go to the caller. Let's see what the caller has to say. Hello, caller.
Hello, Bill. How are you?
Oh, very good. And yourself? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It reminded me of a story a minute ago. What happened to me last week?
Uh-huh. Okay.
We have no privacy.
No.
No privacy at all.
Okay.
And the drones are ridiculous.
The drones? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So what happened?
I think you heard about that story from me, and you mentioned it, did you? Mentioned it a minute ago, and I had to call in and tell you the story.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you called in. Tell me the story. What happened to you?
Well, with my mine went fishing. Excuse me, I'm trying to find a quieter part of the house. Fishing.
Yeah.
Went out to this nice, quiet peninsula that we always go to.
Okay.
Okay.
You're breaking up on me. You're breaking up on me. Yeah, you're breaking up on me. Are you still there?
Hello? No.
Okay, tell you what, hang it up and try and call me back again. Hang up and no, wait a minute. Hold on a second here. All right, here we go. Okay, all right. That was a terrible connection. I couldn't understand hardly a word that the lady was saying to me there. But it had something to do with something I said before. Okay. oh yeah, with the drone. The drone. They went out fishing, and the drone overhead, and the next thing they knew, they were being confronted, asked for a fishing license. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the drones are here. Okay. All right, they're coming. Okay. So, my caller is, well, if she calls back, she's supposed to call back. So we'll see what happens here. But let us continue on. Okay. Our next headline. U.S. officials warn Russia's not done tampering with the election. Okay, all right. I just got finished saying, and then I just get finished saying that the Russian had nothing to do with it. Huh? Well, they're on this kick with the Russians. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. We got a caller back.
Be quiet though. I can't.
There you go.
Hello. Can you hear me better now?
Oh yeah. Okay. Beautiful.
Okay. Wonderful.
Go ahead. Tell us your story.
Went for a lovely day of fishing. Couldn't have a more perfect day in Florida. You know, it was just this week, actually. And went fishing right here in Manatee County, out to this beautiful park. Hardly ever anyone there. Go out to the point, going to go fishing. It was just me and a friend, buddy of mine. And he had a kayak. He's going to go out, went out. It was really rough, really windy. And he came back in. And as I was just walking along the seashore, and there's just a couple of guys there. And when he was coming back in, I was going to help him, you know, because it was so bad. It was so windy. I was helping him, you know, get back to the shore.
Okay.
And I said, hey, you know, hello to this gentleman standing, you know, this had walked down and was just standing there pretending he was talking on his phone. And he looked at me and kind of gave me this little nod. I was like, okay, Dick, you know, help my buddy get in. And next thing I know, this guy comes around. He had gone down further behind these bushes and came out of the bushes and walking up the beach, going, fishing game. Do you have your fishing license on you? They were talking to my friend on the top deck. He did. We wanted his license and his ID, and he did.
Okay.
And he had everything. He was completely legal. And he was like, okay. And that was it. He was just so gruff. It was like such a bad episode of Law and Order or something. You know? It was ridiculous. I was laughing. I had to walk away. I was laughing.
Right.
And he had nothing to say to me. I wasn't fishing. I was just like kicking up seashells, you know, watching my friend. And
this is they took your picture with the drone. Is how he saw you.
Well, this happened a little bit later. Yeah. So he continued to fish, you know, from the shore, and I used the cast net. I do not have a fishing license, so I couldn't fish, and I didn't fish. You know, but I've been there to this particular place so many times, and there's never anyone there. So these guys, there were 3 different people there that were undercover that were just so out of place. It was really kind of funny. So anyway, got there. We went back to where, you know, right down the beach from where we were, and this guy, that fishing game guy, left, and we're sitting there, and then this drone comes over, the little mangrove behind us, and just hovers. And is watching us, and then goes to different directions. He went to the, you know, over to the left side, watched us, went out in the water, and watched us back at ourselves, you know, back towards the shore. And we're just like laughing and waving at it, you know. Hello. And
look at a little drone.
Yeah, and it goes away, and then it kind of, you know, and it kind of comes back for a while. And it was there a while, man. It wasn't just for a second. I mean, this thing sat and watched us for a good long period of time. And finally we just ignored it and, you know, whatever. And then it flew away. I mean, a solid at least 5 minutes, which is a long time, I thought.
Right.
And he goes, do you think that's the cops? And I go, nah, maybe it could be either that or it's just some kid up there playing with his new toy, you know. And
Right.
And so I go, well, I wanted something out of the car anyway. Let me go up to the car and look. So I walk up the little boardwalk to the car, and I have to walk right past this big black FBI-looking Jeep with this big old beefy bald guy sitting in it in his, you know, Levi's and polo with the remote control of the drone in his lap. And I'm like, oh my God, it is the freaking cops. It's another undercover guy sitting out here. And I couldn't believe it. It was so...
This is our future.
Bold, and I mean, we weren't doing anything wrong, you know. But you're right. There's no privacy anymore.
There you go.
You know what happened in the days when the guys just came out and like, okay, fishing game, everybody show us your licenses, and it's not that big of a deal. You know.
Yeah. Well, they've got drones. You know, what company was it that was going to use drones to deliver pizzas or something like that?
Well, I'll tell you what, he looked at us good and long and hard enough that now that you said that, I'm in some database somewhere, a different one now.
Yeah, you know.
That's all I need is another list to be on, yay.
There you go. Well, welcome to the new America. Welcome to...
Well, I know, I got on the first one calling into your show.
Well, I'm glad you did that. Yeah.
But it was a trip to realize that it really was it's a fishing game guy up there, you know.
Right.
Like completely investigating us. It was so weird.
It won't be long before they show up in public parks and you know, you see them.
Well, this was a park, you know. This is a little county state park. It's an estuary. It's you know. I'm just fortunate enough that I live here, and not that many people go there. It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's well maintained, and that's what I love about it. You know, I abide by the laws and everything. It was just it was a little disconcerting. It was very disconcerting, actually, but kind of funny too.
Brother is watching
because they were so out of place.
Right. Well, Big Brother is watching. Yes, and
I'm well aware. Yeah, I'm the biggest fan of never write anything down, take a picture of, or put anything on tape that you don't want anyone else to know.
There you go.
You know, right. But you can't even help that these days because other people are doing it for you.
Well, we're gonna.
You know, the cameras on your phone. You know, the government can activate that anytime they want. Just turn it on.
Right.
Hell, other people can. I'm a witness to that too.
The people with the little cameras on top of their computer, cameras in their cell phones,
I had a buddy with a really pissed off ex-wife, soon-to-be ex-wife, who managed to get into his phone. She could turn the camera on, the light on, the recorder on. She could all of a sudden talk to us through it. I mean, and we weren't. He was just a friend. You know, we're at like Circle K. You know.
Boy.
And I'm serious. And the video would turn on, or the recording would turn on, or she got some kind of app to put a virus in his phone to be able to do that herself. I mean, people can do this to you just on the street now.
Every time you step out the door, you have some point.
I'm serious. Put a piece of tape over that camera on your damn your phone and your computer.
There you go.
I'm serious, because somebody can turn it on if they want to.
Right. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Well, you are so very welcome. Good to hear you again.
Well, I'm glad happy to know that you're out there. So, God bless.
God bless.
Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, where was I? I was talking about, what was it? Let me see. Wasn't it, I was talking about Russia, right? Is Russia responsible for the hacking that exposes the lies and crimes of Hillary Clinton and her associates? Well, WikiLeaks' Julian Assange says no. It was actually elements of the NSA doing the hacking and then turning the info over to WikiLeaks and out to the public. Of course, Hillary and her associates won't admit that members of the NSA and the FBI don't want to see her in the White House. And since war with Russia is on the globalist agenda, she's resorted to demonizing Putin and further provoking the Russians with accusations of espionage and tampering with the U.S. election. Now, first of all, there's hacking going on all over the place, okay? Everybody is hacking everybody else, all right? The Russians no more than the Chinese, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, and Timbuktu, okay? Even our allies are involved in cyber spying, okay? All right. And don't think the U.S. doesn't spy on any and every foreign country you could think of, okay? And don't forget about the total information track and trace police state being implemented here inside the United States. The whole world is tuned into this election. The world is watching. Claims that the Russians are trying to screw around with the election are false. If anybody is trying to screw around with the election, we know who that would be. Okay. Okay, we get another caller. Hey, other caller, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I just want to touch on this Russia thing. You know what Russia is backwards?
What's
ass you are?
Oh, now that was that was totally uncalled for. Okay, all right. Boy, oh boy. Let's continue on with our look at the headline. Next. Okay, all right. George Soros spends $2 million in push to oust Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Okay, all right. Now, I tell you what, this Soros guy, I'd love to have just 5 minutes with this guy in private, 5 minutes in a padded room, okay? You know what I mean? Just 5 minutes in a bid to defeat Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio in Arizona. Billionaire George Soros has donated $2 million. Oh, yes. It's the latest big expenditure by Soros in local law enforcement campaigns in the last 12 months. Okay? Soros's campaign will file documents Friday declaring his investments against Arpaio. Billionaires Laura and John Arnold from Texas will be donating $500,000 for the same cause, while Lauren Powell Jobs, the widow of Apple co-founder Steve Jobs, will make a contribution of... now, hold on a second now. They're making contributions to $250,000. As you got these people donating here, the Soros-funded Political Action Committee, Maricopa Strong, has spent $2.9 million in the sheriff's race. Okay. Meanwhile, Arpaio's campaign has hit back at Soros's efforts, calling him a far-left globalist and alleging that he's trying to buy a local race. Okay. All right. Well, Soros is famous for meddling in the affairs of foreign countries and within the United States. The ex-Nazi collaborator funds Media Matters, MoveOn.org, Black Lives Matter, the New Black Panthers, and now Maricopa Strong. He paid protesters $15 an hour, plus rooms and meals and transportation to and from the event. He's paid them $15 an hour to loot and riot and attack people at Trump rallies. Okay? Now this sorry SOB is spending millions to influence the people of Arizona to dump Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Well, I certainly hope the people of Arizona don't fall for Soros's bullshit. This is one arrogant piece of crap that need to be flushed down the toilet before it stinks up the whole house. That's right. That's right. I tell you what, don't pick on Sheriff Joe. don't pick on Sheriff Joe. Sheriff Joe is a man of principles and duty who has done his job to the satisfaction of the people of Arizona who elected him time and time again. He will go down as one of the great lawmen of the American West. Let me tell you something. Okay? All right? How dare does Soros continue to incite unlawfulness and violence to influence elections through his criminal actions? Soros needs to be charged with the commitment of criminally treasonous acts against the people of the United States. Oh, yes, that's right. We should take this pile of dung, stand him up against a wall, and publicly execute this meaningless piece of filth. Okay? I tell you what we could do. After we're done with him, we could turn him over to Putin, Oh, yes, because Putin's got a price on Soros's head. Oh, yeah, did you know that? Did you know that? Huh? Perhaps we'll see justice done once Trump gets elected by a landslide. Okay? Maybe we'll see justice done then. There's the possibility that Trump could bring Soros under federal investigation. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Huh? Huh? But for now, we can only pray to our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints in heaven that one day we shall see George Soros where he belongs. Huh? In a cold, damp cell with Bubba. In a damp, dingy, damp cell, wet cell, right? Cold, wet, damp with Bubba, okay? And Bubba can make him his bitch. Oh, yes. Oh, look out, George Soros. One of these days, you're gonna get what you deserve, okay? All right? Okay? So, let us continue on. Next. U.S. warns of possible al-Qaeda terrorist attack on Monday targeting New York, Texas, and Virginia. Okay, so we have warnings that al-Qaeda is going to attack us, New York, Texas, and Virginia. Sources say U.S. intelligence has alerted joint terrorism task forces that al-Qaeda could be planning attacks in 3 states for Monday. CBS News has learned about a potential terrorist threat for the day before the election. CBS adds that it is believed New York, Texas, and Virginia are all possible targets, though no specific locations are mentioned. Counterterrorism officials say that such a threat may lead to a depressed turnout in these 3 states and potentially impact the outcome of the presidential election. Okay? Are you with me? Huh? To be or not to be? That is the question. Now, here's a thought. False flag. Okay? All right? Could this be government and the media putting out terror threats in order to depress voter turnout in the hope that more Trump supporters will stay home than Hillary supporters? Or is there some crazed terrorist waiting in the wing for the go-ahead? I don't know. I can't say. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, our next headline. Podesta into a cult while Hillary attends witches' coven. Oh, yes, you heard right. The WikiLeaks, the emails, boy, oh boy. Following shocking news Friday that Clinton campaign chair John Podesta participates in weird occult rituals involving semen, breast milk, and menstrual blood, it's important to revisit information relayed by Clinton insider Larry Nichols last year, in which he claimed Hillary regularly attended witch gatherings during Bill's presidency. Oh, yeah, so she's been doing this for quite a while. She's into this, baby. This is her thing, okay? All right? Hillary also held seances attempting to speak to the dead, according to journalist Bob Woodward. Now, Larry Nichols recounted a conversation he had with Bill Clinton, who told him that Hillary was part of a witches' coven that met in California. Now, this is Larry Nichols, says, Bill told me that she was going out there. She had a group of women, and she would be part of a witches' coven. I tried to point out to him, do you realize what would happen if that got out? Of course, my job at the time was to make sure that it didn't get out. See? Am I supposed to be surprised at this? Huh? You know, the average Joe on the street laughs this off. Right? Am I right? But you and I know that although they profess Christianity, Satanism is at the heart and soul of the Washington set. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's been known for years about Hillary's dedication to the occult practice of witchcraft and devil worship. Okay? And that's just skimming over the surface. Okay? You wouldn't believe the things these people are really into. Okay? How about ritual rape, ritual torture, human sacrifices of children as young as the newborn? Okay? That's what these people are up to. They've sold their souls to the devil, and they revel in depravity. Oh, yes. Now, is Hillary a witch? Do you believe it? Huh? You better believe it, baby. That's right. She's a freaking satanic high priestess. Oh, look out. And they want to put her in the White House. Now, you Hillary people out there better wake up, I tell you what, lest you open the gates of hell and find out what you really called down upon yourselves. Okay? If you let her get in there, people, look out. Okay? All right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got headlines all over the place here. We got headlines all over here you go. The fall of Hillary has begun. Okay. Destroyed by her own corruption. Okay. Yeah, there's one. Roger Stone. Hillary is to lose the election. She may stage false flag. And this is Roger Stone here saying this. Roger Stone, okay? All right? It says Hillary to lose the election. She may stage a false flag. The elites are getting desperate, people. Desperate enough to stage a false flag? I don't know. I don't know. Here's another one. Assange. Clinton resisted the FBI, and now they're out for payback. Oh, yes. That's where the Licky Weeks came from. I'm telling you. It's Assange said, Hillary Clinton spit it out. Wow, Bill. Hillary Clinton vigorously resisted the FBI's investigation. So there's great anger built up within the FBI because it made the FBI look weak and ineffective. Okay? All right. Now that's what Assange had to say. Okay? So like I said, we got headlines coming out of my ears here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All right? Final warning from immigration officers. Clinton, open borders will unleash violence, countless preventable deaths in America. That's the headline. That's a mouthful there, too. That is a long headline, wasn't it? Huh? Hillary's pledge for open borders will mean disaster for this country. I don't need to tell you guys out there that because you already know. Okay? All right? So let us continue on. Jay-Z repeatedly drops N-word and the F-bomb during a concert for Hillary Clinton. That's right. Oh, yes, Jay-Z was entirely uncensored Friday night at a concert for Hillary Clinton. The rapper repeatedly used the N-word and dropped the F-bomb as he performed his big hit, F with me, you know I got it. That's the name of the big hit. F with me, you know I got it. Okay? Well, he performed that at a Cleveland rally, okay, for Hillary Clinton. Now, JC also performed the hauntingly beautiful Nigga-Ma-Jigga. That's right. That's right. Oh, no, I said it backwards. It's Jigga-Ma-Nigga. That's what it is. That's what it is. Look out. Look out. Hey, look, it's a catchy tune. It's a catchy tune. All right? See, Hillary needs to attract an audience. Okay? Nobody shows up for Hillary's rallies, right? Nobody shows up. So in order to attract a crowd, they had to add Beyonce and Jay-Z to the lineup and give out free tickets. Okay? All right? That's how they filled the place up. All right? Okay? So what happens? What happens? Beyonce proceeded to exhibit her lewd sexuality, while Jay-Z demonstrated his vulgar, extremely limited vocabulary. And there was Hillary, right there on stage with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Okay? Can you picture that? Huh? Huh? Oh, my God. Donald Trump Saturday opened one of the few remaining speeches he has left before Tuesday's election by slamming rapper Jay-Z's use of foul language at a concert for Hillary Clinton Friday night. So this is Trump's reaction. Trump said, "The language last night, oh boy, he used every word in the book over and over again. I was thinking maybe I should try that." Okay. That's what Trump told us, a cheering audience in Tampa. Right across the street here in Tampa in Florida. Huh? Trump said, "Can you imagine if I said that? They'd jump all over me. I won't even use the initials because they'll get me in trouble." Right? Friday's concert featured both Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce, Big Sean, and Chance the Rapper. Okay? All right? Pop star Katy Perry will hold a free concert rally for Clinton in Philadelphia on Saturday night. So, right. And on Sunday, she's going to have the Sex Pistols, the one remaining BG, and the Pope. Okay? All right? And with so many dead people voting for her, she promises Elvis, Lucille Ball, and Festus from Gunsmoke. Okay? All right? And if you like that one, you're gonna love this one. Okay? Why the government is preparing for post-election chaos. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, there have been a wide array of reports suggesting that the U.S. government is preparing military and homeland security assets for widespread election fallout. All right? The way the report itself is framed appears to have the purpose of sowing seeds of crazy conspiracy theorists into the minds of the general public so that if push comes to shove, government actions will be justified in the eyes of the American citizen. That's right. These people are just crazy conspiracy theorists. That's what they are. Oh, yes. But whatever the narrative, it is clear that the possibility of post-election chaos is becoming all the more probable. whether the initial outcome shows a Trump win or a Hillary win, there are going to be tens of millions of very pissed off people all over the country. And there's a very good chance that some of them will take action, which could subsequently lead to open warfare on the streets of America. Okay? So the government is getting the stormtroopers ready to hit the streets when the powers that be attempt to steal the election for Hillary. That is, unless Trump wins by an indisputable landslide victory. Okay? The establishment is pulling out all the stops in these last days before the election begins. And the establishment is wetting their pants at the thought of a Trump presidency. Why? Because if Trump wins, the jig is up, baby. That's right. The jig is up for business as usual in Washington, D.C. And the globalist agenda is seriously impeded. Okay? All right? In other words, the American people win. Right? The Constitution wins. America first wins. We drain the swamp wins. Okay? We clear out the garbage wins. The American Renaissance begins. Oh, yes. The establishment is in panic mode, and it's more than likely that they'll attempt to steal the election. And, of course, when they get caught, they'll deny it and place the blame on Trump and the Russians. Okay? All right? Trump will contest the doctored results. Trump supporters will hit the streets. And then the Soros-paid protesters will attack the Trump people, and all hell will break loose all over the place. Okay? And this gives the stormtroopers the excuse to go in and start arresting Trump supporters because they're all a bunch of crazy gun-toting conspiracy theorists and domestic terrorists. Okay? And then the next thing that you know, we've got the full-blown second revolutionary war going on. Does that sound crazy? I guess I'm just one of those crazy gun-toting conspiracy theorists. Huh? 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 Boy, oh boy, I tell you what. You know, this could very well happen in the coming days, and you and I are going to sit in front of our computers or our TV sets, and we're going to watch what happens. We're going to see what happens, okay? I can only hope that Trump has this undeniable tsunami, okay? And that would be great, you know? But, you know, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? These people are desperate to get this broad in there, I'm telling you. Okay? All right? So, the government is preparing for public unrest. All right? Who knows? Maybe Obama could declare a state of emergency. Who knows? Right? He could declare martial law, postpone the election. Wouldn't that wouldn't surprise me either. Okay? All right? So, all I can say to you, the listeners out there, people listening to this program at this very moment, okay? All I can say to you is go out there and vote, okay? Get out there and vote like your life depended on it, because it very well might, okay? All right? Get out there and vote as if your kid's future is at stake, okay? Get your friends and families out to vote. It's the most important thing that you can do at this point in time. All right? And time is getting short. Okay? We can win, but you got to get out to the polls and vote. Okay? All right? We can turn this country around, people. Oh, yes, we can. All right? So get out there and vote. Okay? All right? And if you got half a brain, you'll vote for Trump. Okay? All right? Okay? So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. So there you go. The Samsel Report for November 5th. The 5th of November. How does that go? Remember, the 5th of November. Wasn't it? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, well. Anyway, listen. You're listening to the Samsel Report. You want to come back next week? We're about out of time here. Show is about over. Finished. Kaput. That's it. So, anyway, so come back next week because you never know what's going to happen in the meantime. Okay?